Before we go any further with this video, I would like to take a moment of silence for Rashard Brooks, who was gunned down on Friday in Atlanta, Georgia. So we could just all together, before we get started, hearts are heavy. Let's just take a moment of silence for Rashard Brooks, who lost his life unjustly on last Friday in Atlanta. Okay, how's everybody doing? What's going on? It's yours truly. I am the one and only Mr. TALIAFERRO. Obviously, days like this are not easy. All right, please look, with everything going on, when you're praying, make sure you send a prayer up for your favorite podcaster or person that delivers news to you, or radio personality or news channel. If you have a heart, stuff like this is not easy, man. This stuff is not easy. I just got through crying moments ago before even hopping on camera, getting this information correctly for you guys. This is difficult, man. If you care, this is difficult. So what I want to do, I think it's best that we start here with Rashard Brooks and everything going on right now. Let's start with the factual information of what happened to Rashard Brooks, and then I think we'll work our way down to a little bit of my thoughts and opinions of just watching this heinous murder on camera, again, by a police officer revolving around an unarmed black man, meaning he was not holding a legit gun. We'll get to it more shortly. Let's just start here. Friday night in Atlanta, Georgia, a 27-year-old black man, Rashard Brooks, was shot and killed by an Atlanta police officer at a Wendys parking lot. All right? Before we go forward, I do want to say this, though, before I really get into it. I think this is important. I want you to stop what you're doing, and this is very important to me. If you can't rock with this, you don't need to be subscribed to my platform. Please unsubscribe, go somewhere else. I'm fine with it. I got enough of a viewership. I'm fine. This is very important that you do this, all right? This next thing that we do for 30 seconds is very, 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 very important. I want you to repeat after me. This should not be normal behavior. We will not get used to seeing black bodies on the ground. All right? We're going to say this a couple more times. Before we get in this story, I want to say this. And repeat after me, please. This should not be normal behavior. We will not get used to seeing black bodies hit the ground. Again, we want to say it again. This should not be normal behavior. We will not get used to seeing black bodies hit the ground. One more time. Please repeat this with me as a collective here. This should not be normal behavior. We will not get used to seeing black bodies on the ground. The reason why I did that, I think it's very important. I know everybody's got their own thing going on in their lives, and everybody's got bills, and everybody's thinking about what's next. And obviously, we're in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic right now. Over 40 million people have applied for unemployment. Listen, it's a lot going on. It's a lot. But in your moments that you have to spare, when you're just in your own skin and just being human, please give this story some attention. Please just don't scroll past or flip the channel, or when you're having conversation with your homeboy, your homegirl, please do not scroll past this conversation. It deserves some type of focus, dialogue, and how can we improve, because it's very important. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you could be Rashard Brooks. All right? This ain't about some black dude that's in the midst of some street-ish, knew what he was getting himself into, and shot at the police 3-4 times. They fired back and killed him. All of us, I'm sure, have went out and had a good time. And I'm talking to the over 18 crowd here, over 21 crowd. We've all went out, had a great time. A lot of y'all under 18 and already did it. Y'all bad. All right? I've been there, done that, though. It is what it is. We've all went out, had a good time, and had to and probably drove when we weren't supposed to drive. All right? We done all been there, done that, and we all looked around and said, dang, I'm lit. I'm turned. I had a great time tonight. I probably shouldn't be driving. Let me pull over. Let me give myself 5 to 10 minutes to kind of regroup. Let me take a cat nap. Make sure I'm in the right state that I need to get home. Sometimes the nap lasts longer. Sometimes it doesn't. Let me just tell you myself, I had a plethora of them bad boys in undergrad. All right? Now, I didn't want to make it a habit of doing that in public, and I try to get to the side somewhere, but be clear. We've all had drunk nights, and God forbid a police officer comes to our car one night and has a conversation like Rayshard Brooks had. It could tragically end for us. So be clear. We are all Rayshard Brooks. We could all be Rayshard Brooks. Any given fun night turned in miserably bad. There is a daughter with her dress on looking for her dad to celebrate her birthday with, and he didn't come home Friday night, Saturday morning. All right? Now let's get into the story, and I'll be back. Officers responding to a call Friday night about a man sleeping in a vehicle at the Wendys drive-thru again in Atlanta, Georgia. When the officers gave Rayshard Brooks a sobriety test, he failed. He was drunk. All right? Brooks resisted arrest, got into a struggle with both of the officers, ended up getting a taser of one of the officers, and was shot at 3 times by one of the officers. His name is Garrett Rolfe. All right? Brooke was taken to a nearby hospital where he died. An initial autopsy conducted shows that Brooks died from blood loss and organ injuries caused by 2 gunshot wounds. The death has been officially ruled a homicide. Garrett Rolfe, the officer who killed Rashard, has been fired, according to Mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Bottoms. The other officer at the scene, as of right now, has been placed on administrative leave. The police chief in Atlanta, Georgia, Erica Shields, has already sent over her letter of resignation over the shooting. Lawyers for Brooks' family say he was the father of a young daughter who was celebrating her birthday on Saturday. They said the officers had no right to use deadly force, even if he had fired the taser, which is a non-lethal weapon, in their direction. All right? Prosecutors will decide by midweek whether to bring charges. That is via the Fulton County District Attorney, Paul Howard. He went on to say the victim did not seem to present any kind of threat to anyone, and so to that fact, it would escalate to his death just seems unreasonable. That's what he told CNN. Rayshard Brooks leaves behind 3 daughters. Obviously, protests immediately pursued after this injustice in Atlanta. The interstate right next to the Wendys where this happened at was blocked off due to immediate outrage via protest, and that Wendys was set on fire. By the way, it's worth noting, a white woman from video evidence seemingly started the fire that set that Wendys in flames. I'm not saying that this white woman was not on the right side of history. That's not what I'm trying to do. She maybe was just as outraged as me and you about the death of Rayshard Brooks. All I'm saying is that it wasn't a black person. Reason why I bring that up is for some odd reason in this country, a lot of people are quick to say one officer doesn't represent the entire police force or one white man doesn't represent the entire white America. But for some reason, one fire, one violent protest, looting in one city on one day, somehow, some way, that usually represents the entire Black Lives Matter movement. How does that make sense? So again, one officer who kills an unarmed black man or woman, that doesn't, for some reason, that doesn't represent white police officers or all of white America. But when a riot starts, a protest starts, looting even happens sometimes, that one city that had that happen, for some odd reason, that represents the entire Black Lives Matter movement. You see how that works in this country? Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I didn't think so. We're going to get into what I think about this entire situation. I would suggest to you to watch the entire Rayshard Brooks, the body cam of one of the police officers in this situation. And then you could copy that. You could kind of put that with a video of cell phone footage of somebody who watched the entire situation play out. You could kind of put the videos together and you could just pretty much get the entire landscape of what happened. I actually went to Big Tigger's Instagram account, took the Big Tigger, and has posted all the videos. You obviously go to TMZ. I'm sure it's all over social media everywhere. But again, I would suggest that you watch it because it would make the rest of what I'm about to say make more sense. But obviously, for your own mental health, let me just say this. If you don't watch it, I get it. Protect your mental health. I want to say that to you. Protect your mental health, my brother, my sister. It's another black person being killed by a police officer. This is damning. This is damning. And if you don't want to watch the video, I totally understand it. Protect your mental health. If you see something that you don't have the appetite for it right now, turn your phone off. Again, maybe later at a later date, give yourself some time to kind of digest what the heck happened. And, you know, when you're ready, watch that video and have those combos. But for your mental health, I obviously understand, again, this is a lot. This is a lot. Again, what we're about to go to right now is I want to tell you guys what I think about this video. I just told y'all before I started recording here as I was getting the information, I lost a tear or two over this situation. I'm not happy right now about what happened. I don't see how you're a human being and not get emotional over things like this that happen. Definitely if you're a person of color, if you're a minority in this country, I don't see how you're not offended or hurt by what just happened to Rayshard Brooks. I watched the video. I saw a drunk man in a parking lot, at worst case stopping a Wendys line. They tell this man, fairly young man, I'm 26 by the way, he was 27. They tell him to go pull over. They go ask him a couple of questions too many for my liking. That's me personally. In my world, if bruh done pulled over and took a nap, he ain't bothering nobody. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Okay, y'all don't leave him alone. Y'all ask him questions, though he's no longer on the road. All right, he's no longer in drive. He's parked. Okay, y'all ask him a couple questions. Y'all even convinced bruh to take a sobriety test. Y'all asking him question after question. How many drinks did he have? Y'all trying to get him to walk in a straight line. You police officers, y'all trying y'all best to get him to essentially send himself to jail that night. That's what y'all trying to do. All right, you already know he's drunk, but at least he's somewhere out of the way in a Wendys parking lot, not causing harm. He's out the damn line. All right? Now, you continue to ask people the same questions over and over again, it's going to get to a point where they're going to get pissed off. If you watch the video, Rayshard Brooks, flatfoot says like, yo, I'm not trying to cause any harm. I'm here. I'm visiting my mom's grave, I believe he said. He said, I'm also here to celebrate with my girlfriend. It's our daughter's birthday weekend. He's like, I'm in town. I'm here to have a good time. You know, I had a good time. We had a couple drinks. He said, I had 1.5 margaritas. That's what Rayshard Brooks said he had. And from there, out of nowhere, and this is what I from here on, I get nothing about this situation. Like, even, this is just ridiculous to me. All right? Out of nowhere, the conversation shifts. And all of a sudden, this police officer just all of a sudden says, okay, we're gonna take you downtown for the rest of the night. And all of a sudden, I'm watching the video. I'm like, what the hell was that? At that point, up until that point, the time I thought it was a couple questions too many, but at least the police officers at that point in time were calm. They were, they're just asking him questions, trying to figure out what the heck had happened that night, how he got so drunk, at that point I was like, all right, it's a little aggressive for me, but we still got a black life, right? We still got that black life. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, again, Rayshard Brooks, he was standing up, he was doing what they said. He even admitted to these officers. He told them straight up, he was like, yo, I don't want to break any laws. Like, if y'all need me to take the sobriety test, I already told y'all I'm drunk. What that's going to do? Fine, I'll take the test. And then randomly, the police officer just jumps the gun, Garrett Rolfe, and just grabs him by the arm, right? Just grabs him by the arm and tries to arrest him. You didn't piss me off. Damn right I'm pissed, and I'm not just finna go in the custody. Because that shit don't look right. That shit looks unjust. That shit looks out of left field, out of nowhere. You all of a sudden, you flip the script on me. You've been trying to play cool with me for the first however long they was at this scene. And then all of a sudden, you flip the script and reach for my damn arm. You damn right I'm going to be pissed. Like, what the hell going on? You jumped the gun. Not Rayshard Brooks. You jumped out of character. We were having a calm conversation, trying to get to a resolution. How come the resolution couldn't be, let's get this man an Uber? Leave your car there. Rashard even brought it up. He was like, I could walk home. He said, I'll walk home if I got to. I don't give a damn how drunk that man was. Man offered to walk home. He said, I'll leave my car at the scene. I'm pretty sure Rashard would have even given his keys to the police officer if need be and got him back the next day at the station if need be to just prove to them that he wouldn't drive that night. How come that couldn't be the solution? Why the hell that police officer reached for that man's arm like that? And now you done pissed me off. Damn right I'm going to fight back a little bit. Damn right, because you done flipped the switch on me. They get on the ground, they tussling. And I'm going to get to that too, that little tussle in a second, because this been on my mind for a long time about police officers. I'll get to that in a second. They get into a tussle. Somehow, some way, Rayshard Brooks ends up grabbing that taser gun. And he takes off. And there is video evidence. I mean, be clear about this. We want to tell all the facts. We don't want to leave nothing on the table. There's video evidence of Rayshard Brooks kind of like firing back with the taser gun. But here's what blows my fucking mind, people. This is what pisses me off more than anything. Okay, so in the past, one of the reasons why police officers have, according to them, pulled their trigger at situations with black people is because they said they felt like their life was in danger. Here's what blows my fucking mind. Now, excuse me for cursing, but I'm just that passionate about it. I'm sorry. You knew he had a non-lethal weapon. He stole your fucking clear as day yellow taser gun. This is not you assuming that he was armed. You already had touched and felt on him when you tried to arrest him. You knew Rayshard Brooks had no other weapon on him. There's even on the body cam. Go listen. The police officer even says he stole my taser gun. You know he's got a taser gun. Worst case scenario, he gets you with a tase. But even then, the likelihood of him reaching back and tasing you, being that far away from you, pretty much damn near impossible. So you knew he wasn't going to tase you, and you knew your life wasn't there, and you weren't going to die. How come with you police officers, y'all always got to get the dub? Like, how come y'all can't chalk it up to an L and not kill a person? Like, how him running away from y'all, even if he got away with your damn taser gun, how come it just can't be you lose a little pride and you move on with your life, you get another damn taser gun? How come the solution is shoot him? You knew he didn't have a real gun. It was a non-lethal weapon. It was your fucking non-lethal weapon. What? Am I missing something here? People, y'all let me know in the comment box. Let me know if I'm missing something here. That brings me back full circle. Brings me back, because this is what pisses me off, right? This is what gets me. And I've been wanting to speak on this for a long time. Yo, you police officers are out of fucking shape. Two things going on right now. Y'all out of shape mentally and y'all out of shape physically. Y'all scared as hell of black people right now. Y'all scared as hell of black people at these traps. Y'all scared. Okay? The fear thing, that's systematic. It's going to take time to get over that. Physically, y'all out of shape. Time and time again, even getting to these on the ground situations, I am watching 2, 3 in George Floyd's case. We saw 4 officers. I am watching you officers struggle to literally get a black man down to the ground. What the hell kind of physical training are y'all doing? Are y'all weightlifting at all? Are y'all working out? Speaking of training, another question. Are you motherfuckers going to the gun range or not? I could have sworn y'all got like requirements to go to the gun range. Why in the hell are y'all shooting to kill all the goddamn time? You couldn't have shot Rayshard Brooks. I don't believe you should have shot him at all, but you couldn't have shot the man in the leg? God damn, I know people that got better range, better aim and accuracy than you guys got. Or at least can show that accuracy better than you guys can. Because I don't believe you guys aiming for legs. I believe you motherfuckers are intentionally aiming to kill. I believe y'all putting in the work at the gun range. I believe it. So y'all intentionally killing because y'all embarrassed that one black man can get you to the ground and whoop your ass, take your gun, and take off running. You embarrassed. Y'all need to get in better physical shape. That needs to be a requirement. Because I'm going to be clear, and I'm saying it, we going some places now. Most black cops I see, and especially in the Atlanta area, because you can go watch YouTube videos on it, right? There's some known Atlanta cops that black cops that maybe are too physical in some of these traffic stops. Like even a weed stop, whatever it is, you catch some drug, whatever. But a lot of these black cops, say what you want about them, and some of them, I think, overstep the boundaries. But more times than not, these black cops don't kill somebody at traffic stops because they're able to either talk the person down and get them to arrest them, or they're able to detain a person without having to use lethal force because they're physically able enough. These officers are just in better shape. These black officers are just in better shape than you white officers, and not as scared. Again, in better shape physically and mentally. Physically and mentally. You white officers are struggling at traffic stops. You motherfuckers are struggling at drive-through stops. Is that what pisses you off? The fact that you got humble? Two of y'all, one of him, y'all on the ground crying and shit. Is that what pisses you off? I am upset. I am Rayshard Brooks, damn it. I am upset. I'm very upset. That man ain't have to die, man. That man ain't have to die. That man had a life to live. 27 years old, 3 kids. That man ain't have to die, man. Y'all took that man's life. Y'all took that man's life. Y'all took George Floyd's life. Y'all took Breonna Taylor's life too. Enough is enough. And I want to say this to America. I want to say this, damn it. There are people like me that see the good in people, damn it. And we want to believe some of you officers can do a better job. We want to believe some of you officers can do a better job. When you start to lose people like me, that try best to move in a positive direction, that move with optimism, when you lose people like me, you in trouble. Because we giving up on y'all. Because y'all giving up on us. Y'all ain't even trying to do the right thing at these stops anymore. Y'all ain't even trying. If you were trying, Rashard Brooks wouldn't be dead. If you were trying, Breonna Taylor wouldn't be dead. If you were trying, George Floyd wouldn't be dead. Y'all not even trying to do the right thing. So why the hell should I try? Why the hell should I be better than what y'all giving me? Why the hell should I do my job? Go to work for corporations. Why should I be the best version of myself? Why should I treat people right? Y'all ain't treating us right at goddamn traffic stops. Drive-through windows. Y'all ain't treating us right. Why should I treat y'all right? Look, y'all can give all the money y'all want to the Black Lives Matter movement, to the Know Your Rights camp, to any movement revolving around helping minority relations in this country. But money cannot fix what happens when a white police officer is at a traffic stop with a black man or a black woman. That's up here. That's up here. Money can't fix that. Money can't fix that. That systematic thing going on in a lot of people's heads in this country. When you think devalue of the black life, I can't fix that for y'all. Y'all got to figure that damn shit out. This y'all goddamn problem, not ours. Y'all need to fix it. Or America as you know it might not be the same. That ain't a goddamn threat. It's a motherfucking promise. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, to George Floyd, and rest in peace now to Rayshard Brooks. Just want to send some prayers to that man's family. Just want to send some prayers. You know, I'm out of words. Oh man, All right, y'all have a good one. Again, take care of your mental health. If that video is too much for you right now, don't watch it right now. When you're ready, cut it on. Watch it with your kids because they need to know what can happen to them. Man's in town celebrating his daughter's birthday weekend. Literally, his daughter woke up, put her dress on, and asked where her father was at. Her father is no longer here with us because a white police officer got humbled and decided to take his life. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Lock the goddamn cop up. Lock Gary Wolf up. And I don't give a damn if you take the cop that's on administrative leave with him. Fire his ass for sure and lock the goddamn cop up who killed Rayshard Brooks. Lock his ass up. Not good police work. I'm out.